Well, just let me run through that tuning system again for you. We blow up the bagpipes, we stop the bass drone, we stop the middle tenor drone. When we've done that, we tune the outside tenor drone to the high A of our chanter, and then we prove it to the low A. If you find at that point that it's not in tune, then there's something wrong with the chanter, and you have to stop, adjust the chanter reed till you get as close as you possibly can to a full octave between low A and high A, because only then is it worth proceeding with tuning the drones. So assuming that we've got the chanter right, we've got the outside tenor tuned to our high A, proved to low A, we then start the middle drone reed and match it to the outside. And you'll hear the oscillations in the drone, and they'll slow down as you get it closer into tune. When you've done that, you can stop the middle drone and start the bass, and do the same with the bass, and then bring in your middle drone. Ultimately, of course, we want to try and tune the drones without having to stop any of them, but at your stage, this is a good system to get used to the whole idea of tuning your own pipe, something that every piper should be able to do. What you must remember is that the drone tops should be easy enough to turn with just 3 fingers. You don't want to be struggling with the drone tops to try and get them to move. So just have them nice, steady and firm, but in such a way that they'll turn up or down with just the minimum of pressure from your hand. So I'll just run through that procedure for you now. So there you have a bagpipe reasonably in tune after just a few moments of thought and effort. And get into that system and build on it. Eventually you'll be able to do 2 drones. You'll only have to stop the middle drone, for example, and then perhaps one day you'll be able to tune all 3 together. Now, one tip if you're worried about your tuning and you just can't seem to get them to work in properly is to take the drone out to increase the dissonance of the 2 tenor drones, for example, and then bring it in. It's often easier to hear big differences in pitch between the drones than it is to hear small differences. So if you have one drone sounding, you strike in the other and you can't really tell if it's in, put it out and then bring it in and you'll hear them coming together. I'll just show you what I mean now. So there you heard the 2 drones sounding. They're quite close. I took one out and then brought it in until it matched perfectly the other tenor drone. So that's a trick. Whenever you're wondering if they're in or if they're out, move them out, then bring them in and you'll soon discover where they should be tuning.